This is Paul with Archer Services. In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the basics for using weed killers in your lawn. The type of weed killer that I'm talking about is a selective variety, meaning that you can spray it over your lawn and it will kill the target weeds and not harm your lawn if used properly. These type of chemicals are generally used in spring and fall. For one main reason, different chemicals will be different. Will all have different regulations on them or guidelines that they give you. But in general, most chemicals will want you to follow certain temperature ranges for application. The high temperature range for most weed killers is going to be an average temperature over 90 degrees. The low temperature is usually going to be below 50 degrees. What will happen is if you spray above or below those two temperatures, you can cause stress to the turf grass that you're trying not to kill, because it'll be under stress from the high heat or the severe cold, and so this weed killer will cause damage to it. Also, if there is stress on the turf from a existing drought or high winds when it's cold, lots and lots of rain, you generally want to do it when the lawn is nice and healthy, doesn't have anything else giving it problems. Otherwise, when you go out and spray, you can cause large areas of dieback. You also want to make sure that you read the label on all these chemicals that you use to make sure that you follow all of their rules for it, as far as when you should mow the yard, if you should mow it within 2 days before or after, or if you should not mow it, if you need to stay off the lawn for a certain amount of hours after you spray, if you need to shut off the irrigation system for a certain amount of days after, or if you need to water it in immediately after. Also, you need to check your forecast for before you spray it. You do not want to go out and spray your yard right before a rainstorm and then it comes in and we have a massive rainstorm and washes all those chemicals off of your yard for two reasons. One is you will completely lose all that money that you just spent on spraying your yard and the time, and you will be polluting our water sources and getting those chemicals into our rivers and streams or into our drinking water. One more thing that you want to check out when you're going out and purchasing your weed killer is make sure that you either identify the weeds that you're trying to take care of, or take some cuttings of those and take them to a professional at either your local hardware store, or send them off to a ag extension office, or call a professional in to come in and help you, consult you on what it is that you need to do. Every weed killer will kill off different types of weeds: broadleaf weeds, grassy weeds, certain grassy weeds, certain broadleaf weeds. They are very specialized, every one is, and we don't want to go out there and spray weed killers all over everywhere, getting it, again, into our streams, into our lakes, into our drinking water. We need to make sure that we're very careful when using any of these chemicals. On every chemical out there that you can purchase, they have what they call the label. You should read through this label and it will tell you everything that you need to know about this chemical and exactly how to use it and get it to work. Those are all the basics that you need for using a weed killer in your lawn.